Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome, 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 welcome to the global address. It's so wonderful to be here today. I am so grateful for the opportunity to see everyone today. So grateful to be here, to be in this body, to be breathing this wonderful air on September the 26th, 2021. We're only a few months away from December, from the Global Unity Gathering. But before that, I want to say welcome to everyone. I'm Makisha Coleman. I currently live in Miami, Florida, and I have been a student of Ma, transformed since I met Ma in 2015. The gratitude that I have for that relationship, for that meeting, for that encounter is everlasting, enduring, multidimensional. It is forever. And so I'm happy to be here with you all today to share in that moment. We have people from around the world. And today's meeting will be translated into Japanese, German, Spanish, French. So that means I've got to slow down. I get really excited when I see everyone, though. I get really excited when I'm with everyone sharing in this community. So I have to remember to slow down when we're speaking. So it's so extraordinary to be able to be together today. And I am so grateful that you took time out of your day to be here and share in this experience and receive this energy. I'm happy to be here in this energy with you. And so the vibration of this talk today is already just ascending, and I can just feel myself lightening up the more I'm sitting here with you. If you're new to this presentation, if you're new to Ma, if you're new to the community, I want to just tell you a little bit about Ma. She's honored as a living saint and the first female Jagadguru in more than 2,700 years. That's tremendous. Of the Vishnuvami lineage. Sai Maa carries a fierce and tender love for all of us. Highlight on the fierce, which I happen to love, in all its embodiments. She's known for her elegance and grace. However, it's her refreshing candor and directness and piercing, clear vision that inspires our profound and personal transformation. And I myself experienced that when I met Ma in 2015. And when I met Ma, I knew that I was ready to receive Ma, because when I walked into that room, I was ready for Ma. And that reception of being ready for Ma opened the multi-universe for me. And so thereafter, my life was just transformed. I was transformed. This body was transformed. My experience was transformed. So for today, I'm going to invite you to sit in that transformation. She's an esoteric spiritual master and operates on many planes of existence. And if you are in the frame of mind to receive that, like I operate on many planes, we operate on many planes every day when we're working. If you're multitasking, that's many planes. If you're thinking of your family, your friends, and then thinking of someone from the past and your future, that's many planes. Welcome that in, and it looks different in multiple forms for each of us. Many of our known worlds and some teachings and some words that Ma speaks today may be unfamiliar to you. That's okay. It's all right. You don't have to know everything. We don't have to know. The mind doesn't have to know everything right now in this minute. If you are open to it, just receive it. Receive the upliftment, receive the energy, receive the empowerment. Allow all of that to sit with you. You may not understand it today, but you might understand it 5 minutes after the call. You may understand it 5 years after the call. You allow that seed to be planted in you so you can receive and allow yourself to just feel the multi-universe living inside of you. You are all of creation. Ma reminds us of that. And all of creation is not one thing, it is everything in one thing. So it's okay to not understand everything. A lot of us here are highly intelligent people. We got degrees, we've got businesses. And so the mind wants to know every little piece. You don't have to know every little piece. Take what serves you, allow the rest to move through you. Does that sound like a good place to start today? Does that sound like a good place for us to start? Caroline, Inez, Janice, allowing that, receiving that, and being with Ma. Being with a spiritual master who loves you and wants the world and the multi-universes for you. So I would like to invite everyone to take a breath, breathe in the beauty of this moment, of this day. Breathe in life with each other. Breathe in the beginning of this conversation, which is going to take you who knows where. Who knows where you will be at the end of the conversation. Who knows what will happen to your mind, your body, your spirit, your heart by the time we're done talking today, listening and talking today. So if we're ready, sit back, breathe into that joy, and let's welcome Ma.
Blessings. Blessings to you, embodiments of light. Blessings to you, embodiments of love. Blessings to all your activities on planet Earth. I am convinced all of you experience regular energy that comes into you, around you, and you don't know what it is about. You don't know what's happening to you. For those who have been with me for several years, you know we've been waiting for this moment. What is going on right now? A reset is happening. A reboot is happening. A call for you to step into a place that has been ignored for centuries. And you have a contract with you to come on this planet now for the new era. Which means that a recalibration has started when the shift happened. What happens when the shift was welcome on planet Earth? Because remember, nothing happens unless we allow, unless we create. So we all have created, and you may not be aware of it at all, but on a soul level, on a higher self level, on an Akashic level, you have this contract before even you incarnate. So you are in a place of recalibration, started several years ago, to move into calibration. Why did I ask to speak to you today? For you to be even more aware, as we just completed this magnificent workshop of cosmic confluence. And due to that, sometimes the way I work, I don't create the energy only for the group who choose to be in a course. Of course, I spend time in details, but energy-wise, it goes to all of you who knows me and who I know. In that, it could be that those who hear of me for the first time have been attracted to come. Why is this attraction? because of the soul. The soul knows I'm an esoteric master. The soul knows I'm taking you to a place of alchemy within yourself. So when you look at the last, let's say 15 years, there has been many of you who felt lost. And then maybe since the last 3 months or 6 months, you even feel more lost. Why is that? Why is that? It's because there's new pathways being created for each and every one. And that depending your level of consciousness from last experience, last expression of life to this one. Yes, please continue. So all this to say that you may not understand what's happening. You may not know that for now consciously. As Makisha said, you don't understand, fine. Guess what? Your soul knows it all of it. So the new pathways all being open for you. Enter it. Enter these new pathways. Yes, enter. That's how lost we can be between our thoughts of lower frequency, our feeling of our frequency. And then for those who have had the magnificent opportunity of doing Journey Profound Healing, you know what has happened. So now your soul, your higher self, your own energy, your own contract with you as a grand design member is pushing you to go somewhere else. Of course, I am in there because I want you to go further because I know who you are. So your minds are being prepared. Now, when the mind is being prepared, it's like all kind of energy coming to the mind. And guess what happens? You feel, am I going crazy? What else I've read? I'm losing it. I don't know whether I'm depressed or not depressed. It's being recalibrated, calibrated, and every little thing that is in your system but not needed will come to surface so it can be healed. So what's very important is not to judge. So everything that's happening is preparing your minds, your body for these changes, these transformations, these challenges that you were not expected out at all. And there are phenomenal opportunities for you to go further. At the same time, there's this battle on the planet, inside of the planet, around the planet, and of course, in each and every one between dark and light. Am I being clear with you here? Do you understand what I'm saying? Show me you understand. Ah, super, super, super. Am I going too fast for the translators? Okay, so there's only two basic energy on planet Earth. I've said this probably for 40 years now. Love and fear, that's it. When we are in the fear energy, we are contracted. Look at these images. We are contracted. We feel small. And unfortunately, it's a vicious circle. I think we translate it like this, un cercle vicieux. The more you are into this lower frequency, the more it takes you away from your light. Hey, look at these eyes, look at these eyes. Oh, this is too cute. Oh, he knows my voice. He knows my face. He knows my vibration. This is too cute. Oh. And then with the love, you expand, you become larger, your field expands because the love goes everywhere. It has no boundaries. It keeps going, going, going. And it doesn't hold you like fear will hold you. So it expands. It expands constantly. Love, fear, battle. Light, dark, battle. This is constantly going in the system until full enlightenment. And the doubt plays a great role in that. The fear base will be doubt, resentment, vengeance or revenge, whatever the English word is. It continues. That's why it's so important, as I explained yesterday. It's so important to forgive yourself, to forgive the other, and ask for forgiveness. Because it could be that you never meant to hurt anybody on purpose, but it happens. It happens. Not because you intended, it's because the other one has been triggered due to wherever they are. This triggering point happens when healing is to be created. So right now, we have entered this field of battle, of war, of really struggling. Light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. Soul, ego, soul, ego, soul, ego. Which means it's extremely important for you now to use your discernment. Cultivate your intuition. This is a key for the next coming centuries. I repeat, your intuition is the key to the coming centuries. Why? Because the darkness will not give up. How many of you have experienced after a workshop, everything is superb, and then somehow the ego gets triggered? Raise your hands. Oh, yes, everybody, all of us. Let me tell you a little thing about myself. So I met Baba, my guru. That's it. I've been waiting for centuries. And I finally incarnated. And before incarnation, I did ask Master, and I said, I'll go only when there is a guide, a master, a being on the planet who has this love that we know here, meaning on the other side of the veil. And then, of course, way before I incarnated, Satya Sai Baba came on the planet. That cosmic love, that Christed love, that eternal love. That doesn't mean he did not trigger thousands of people. And here I am, my first time with Baba. I surrendered. After seeing Baba coming out with his big afro hair, I said, I didn't come here for this. Oops, Krishna, Jesus. Oh, I pranam, my head on the floor, and I surrendered. And everything started moving fantastically in the ashram. Then I reached the airport. The first person who saw me said, oh, you come from an ashram. I was dressed all in white. I say, yes, I was in Puttaparthi. Wherever I was. I say, yes, I was with Satya Sai Baba. I cannot tell you how this person started to speak so fast. Maybe he spoke for 10 minutes, but it felt like 10 hours. And it was all about how bad Sai Baba is. That was my first encounter with darkness after seeing my guru, meeting my guru for the first time. So this is the battle. And more is coming. It's going to be more intense next year. And it will go like this in an ascending way so that everybody find exactly their discernment and how to stand with oneself, with one's soul, with one light. And every single human is going to go in that phase between dark and light, dark and light. What does that mean? And including your DNA. So remember, I've said to you many, many times, your DNA has layers, many layers. Each layer corresponds to a specific consciousness. And your quantum DNA has multiple layers. I've said in the past many times, 3%, okay, maybe maximum 5% of your DNA are about the chemical part, the chemistry part. But 90-something% is about quantum DNA. It's about the information which is in there concerning the whole creation, concerning you as a multidimensional being, concerning you in the different civilization that you have been. It's so amazing. This is what it is. So it's important for you to every now and then, maybe in your daily life, just go in. Paul, would you mind? I don't need to see your legs. If you will please get a different place on your. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. And all this to say that the struggle is happening, the churning. It's as imagine that you've been a pond for centuries and the dust has accumulated. It has accumulated so much that it has become hard. And then here come these rays of light, this presence from your own very self, your multi-dimensional self, come to you to bring love, to bring light, to bring comfort. And in the meantime, it's being stirred. Don't judge it. Don't be mad. Don't, what is this word? I learned it recently. Like a bad word towards something. It's not here. Towards your soul, towards me, oh, my is doing this to me, my soul is doing this to me. Welcome. Welcome. Like you remember, I've shared that with you. When I'll be doing seva in the ashram, and then they will say, oh, you're the protege of Baba, you have this about Baba, which from my point of view is not correct, it's not true. This is a test to see where do you stand in your faith. You have faith and you have fear. And be fearless and be fearful in it. Just go for it. Yes, we are bringing everything. The beauty is that you do not have any heavy karma anymore. The special, the specific, many guides are coming here right now. I welcome you all, those who are here for the first time. Your energies, your soul is sharing with me to make sure you know you have known this teaching in other expression of life. Your conscious awareness may have forgotten. Your soul knows it. And the inner aspect of you knows it as well. So we as karmic board, we all have given to the whole planet, to all humanity, dispensation of karma several years ago. What is left is the patterns. So please become more and more aware of the patterns. Don't be concerned about karma anymore. Karma is the oldest system on planet Earth. Let's say something happens to me in Crestone. Who was there? Was that Lalita? Was that Sri Devi? Who was there? Tell me. With the mosquitoes. I need to see who was there because they could share that little thing maybe more than me, better than me. So there were so many mosquitoes, and I'm going to sit for the whole weekend, leave my body and do the work. But the same afternoon, I start having bites, and guess what I did? This. And at a point, I left the body. When I came back the day after, mosquitoes have been under my clothes. When you don't have karma anymore, whatever you do, which is off alignment, which I did, because there were so many mosquitoes, you know, Colorado, Crestone, in the summertime, in the evening. And they came when I was out of my body. I didn't feel anything. Because when I'm out of the body, I don't know what's happening around me at all. I don't hear, I don't see. I am in other dimensions of. So I think Rajeshwari was present there, or Lalita or Sri Devi. Can you say a few words on that, please? Somebody has to unmute Rajeshwari for me.
Sai Maa?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So on this morning, Ma have been doing long night work, deep night work. And I was in the kitchen downstairs and I hear Ma's voice, look. And I come running and Ma's showing the back of the body. There's red dots everywhere. And Ma had been out of the body the day before. And then there was blood on the wall behind Ma. Somehow Ma had gone like this to a mosquito in the room. And so there's one maybe two dots on the wall. And then the next morning, the karma of the mosquito had come to Ma during the night work when Mataji was out of the body. And the whole body filled with mosquito bites. The whole body was filled.
Thank you. So I was spot and I have all these bumps everywhere. And this is the teaching here. When you don't have karma, what happens instantly. It's like you have your signature somewhere and it comes back to you. It cannot go to somebody else because of your signature is in there. So all the imbalance that's happening in your life today, it's coming to surface for you to be able to balance. Remember this, balance. So let's look at a slide here. Let me show you something. Here you are. See yourself carrying your patterns and in your backpack. And I come to you and I said, you know, my love, you don't have to carry this anymore. I said, no, Ma, this is my backpack. But I'm just carrying. I'm not taking it away from you. I'm carrying, walking with you. No, this is mine. So, okay, it's yours. Fine. But start to go inside of the backpack and ask yourself, why am I creating this world? Why am I creating this reality? And then go into your backpack with discernment, with this potentiality of knowledge and wisdom, and grab whatever energy comes to surface and get it healed. It will be healed only when you look at it, and when you have looked at it and heal it, do the practice with it, then only it will dissolve and never come back. I repeat, never come back. If the same thing keep coming back, that means it hasn't been healed yet. Is that clear for everybody? And the day it's healed, it is gone. It never comes back, because energy will be transmuted to something else. Everything that is healed goes in a very specific area in creation where it dissolves, it recycles. Energy doesn't die. We cannot kill energy. It doesn't die, but it transmutes, it dissolves, it becomes something else. Excellent. Thank you. Now you all know about your little backpack. So again and again, introspection. Prepare the mind today, now. Like those who are on this course this weekend, you are in an elevated space. You think differently, you feel different. Your mind is different. because now you start to embody the cosmic confluence so that you move in a higher place. Now, what's happening? What's the reason why we are in that phase of transition? Because something huge is coming, really huge. And why is it huge? Because for centuries, we have functioned in falsehood, in lies, in manipulation. And we have allowed the ego to manipulate. The dharma, the destiny of the planet has shifted, is not in the same place. Such as the story we say to children in the West, tales maybe it's called, the prince who sleep and then, or the princess sleep and the prince come. I'm not too good with this, but in my culture, before going to bed, parents will tell us stories about Ram, Krishna, Sita, Radha, Shiva. This is what I know. So, but I know in the West, this exists. Imagine that the earth has been sleeping as a sleeping beauty, same in your culture, sleeping for centuries, waiting for her time to come. Those who had the Kumbh, those who were in Japan, when Mata Gaya, Mother Gaya, came and gave you darshan, how happy you were, how happy she was. So this is the time of renewal of our relationship with the earth, with Mata Gaya. Because she's coming from this level of consciousness, let's call it third dimension, fourth dimension. Hey, Janet and Andre, it's happy to see you together, sisters. I love it. Oh, I love it. And the earth is being lifted. Through what could be the question? Through you, through each one of you. That's how important you are. Through your consciousness. Without you, it's impossible. I cannot do it. With my gang alone, we cannot do that. It's through you. Now, with that, we have activated, I have activated many portals that was activated during Atlantis or Lemuria, ancient Egypt has been activated, and more will be activated. So all of you are surrounded with portals, bringing you this higher consciousness, higher frequency from multiple level of consciousness, multiples reality, all the way to source. Together with this, so here's one of the last portals of, I think it was 6-7 months ago. And there are many portals, many different colors, many different shapes. And this is a portal here in Florida. Clint may recall, he has to organize my trip to drive there. And I had 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on earth. And be there for hours, lay down there and prepare until it's into manifestation. So you have now all these glorious opportunities where you can welcome a portal and go through it to experience yourself as a being of light. Together with this, the veil that you have heard for every ascended masters, every lady masters, every enlightened being has spoken of this veil. This veil is being thinner and thinner now. At a point, you will be able 10 times, 20 times, move through the veil and be on the other side of the veil. Experience your personal energy on the other side of the veil. Be with us on the other side of the veil. And you know, the first the first nonprofit I created was Humanity in Unity, because I know that's the destiny of this planet and the destiny of humanity. I knew it before coming here. It started with Mahavatar Babaji when I was with him, then Master Jesus. He taught me so much. And he was so enthusiastic of what's happening now. And then Padmasambhava took me to another place. Then I met Saint Germain. Then everything started moving. And Saint Germain was not an ascended master at that time. He was very elevated in his consciousness. So all this to tell you that there is a gang. Imagine that each of us has a gang and we are supported. So when we create the vortex that we are today, how are we? How much we are supported? You don't have to rely on any human to support you. Don't get mad if a human doesn't support you. You are supported with high level energy. Just have more compassion. Yesterday I spoke at length on compassion, on forgiveness. Take all these energies and remember there is this field around you, this field around the planet, this field around humanity, and you are one with each one. Start to see you in oneness with everybody you know, whether you like them or not, by the way, whether you love them or not, by the way. Start to welcome that oneness. Welcome it. Welcome that oneness inside of you. The oneness with you and you. I repeat this, the oneness with you and you. The oneness of your personality with your soul. The oneness of your personality and your physicality with your higher self. The physiology of your higher self is your pineal gland. Start to move into this, bring this energy, bring that light, and your heart. The key of life on planet Earth is your heart. The day you start loving completely freely, just the way I love you. You know everything you do that you're not supposed to do. Have I stopped loving you? No. Do I love you less? No. Because I love you, period. It's not I love you because you have to be nice. I see a t-shirt say, be kind. Can you imagine that now we have to write on a t-shirt, be kind? We are supposed to be called mankind. Where is our kindness? Where is it? Take a moment and ponder. How is it I cannot be kind? What stopped my kindness to be revealed? What stopped me to be so compassionate? What is it? Ask yourself these questions. What is the word for? Who can tell me what's the word for when we are not kind? There's a word I hear it. Mean. Yes. Thank you. So this, why do we have to be this? So let me share something so that you become more compassionate for those around you. When somebody needs to be loved and is not being loved, you become that energy of mean. You become that vibration of this. You have done it, and those who are coming into your life, they are saying, love me, accept me, welcome me. It can be your neighbor, it can be the grocery shopping, it can be anybody. You know how I can drive sometime, yes? Imagine that. So some don't like it. That's why I drive only at night, that I'm free on the road. So again and again, you like this, huh, Maki? Again and again, we have to go into our heart. The key is in the heart. So let me show you something about the heart. I've been speaking of magnetic field for years and years. You have this magnetic field around you, your whole body, then around the earth, inside and outside the earth, by the way, and then your heart has a phenomenal, powerful magnetic field inside of it, at the center of the heart. I've been saying this for maybe 10 years now or more. One day it will be discovered. And then around your heart, there's your auric field of your heart, but there's also the magnetic field of your heart. This is how, when you are balanced, when you live in your heart, and then of course it expands towards your heart chakra. I've said many times, your heart chakra has these two chambers, the human heart, the human love, and which is full of attachment, of conditions, of resentment. What else can I say? Of expectation, of anger, of all kinds of things. And then you have a membrane to distinguish your magnificent divine heart, spirit heart, or source heart, whatever you wish to call it. When you take an energy, let's say a revenge, all of you do that right now. Take the energy of revenge. It's in your stomach usually. This energy cannot go on the other side of the veil. Any lower frequency energy will not go on the other side of the veil. Grab it with your hands like this. Grab it, lift it up, and place it in the chamber of your heart without saying anything, without asking for anything. Just place it there. What happens to it? Did your heart expand? Was there an expansion or a contraction? Expansion, because it naturally gets dissolved, instantly get dissolved, because this is a place where, look at your PowerPoint. This is what happens. When the heart is always listening to you. When the heart hears you, that you wish to bring something to it, it's like this. And you are welcome, and this light just expand, this bubbly state just come into your life. This is anything that comes, just place it in there. The time of therapy is not like what I did 12 years. No, this is over. This is not possible unless it's a therapist who are in complete alignment with the light, with consciousness. And we all share this journey right now together. Even if Jesus is not here, that you don't see him, he is with me full time. He has no choice, by the way. He has no choice. I didn't want to come here. He needed me here because of the energy of Mary Magdalena, and he has to support me. The same with Baba. When I met Baba, I had my condition, of course. I need you. Yes, I need you, Baba, to walk with me, be with me. And today, Baba is with me all the time. Mary Magdalena. Look at this picture. Absorb it in you. Welcome the devotion, the dedication, the commitment, the surrendering, giving myself to Master, giving my whole me to Master. Take that in for you. And you may choose another Master, but this attitude, this awareness, this tenderness, allow our heart to be so open that when the love of the Master entering to ignite your love that you were born with, allow your heart to melt. Give permission to your heart to exist. No Masters needs your lower frequency, because mostly in the West, it says the Master take your power away or whatever. What will a Master do with resentment or anger? Just melt it for you. So give yourself permission to open yourself and let everything come to surface, so it can be healed, it can be moved into balance, into integrity. Renew your relationship with yourself. Because the Masters, we are all inside of you. Maybe ladies, ascended masters, enlightened masters. There's only one. So renew your relationship with your humanness. I really invite you to do this. Welcome your humanness. Stop judging your humanness. On the opposite, give more knowledge to your humanness. Give more love to your humanness. Give more light to your humanness. And your humanness has to do with your subtle bodies, your different minds, and everything that is inside of you. Enhance your humanness through your thoughts, through your feelings, because you have to become that new human. You have no choice today. You are on the esoteric pathways of your life. You are on the soul path of your existence. You are on the source path of your existence. So for that, you have to renew your relationship. Start thinking as masters. Start feeling as masters. Start loving as masters. Because there's no other choice. You are in a choiceless choice space now. So awaken yourself to the new you. Use all the energy, all the Shakti, all the knowledge, all the wisdom you receive during your 3 months of enlightenment you, every single day. Use it to build the new you. Use it to be awakened to the new energy in you. That is why most human right now is in that crisis of energy. It is an energy crisis. It is. Because of the shift. Imagine you live on the first floor and you just got upgraded financially, destiny-wise, consciousness-wise, and you have this gorgeous apartment on the 20th floor and you could not wait. Remember the transition of start taking, what do you throw away? What do you give away? What do you burn to move to the new place? This is exactly what is going to happen more and more in you. And those who enjoy the power, the everything about Yagya, knowledge of 1,000 years ago, give yourself a Yagya. I am where I am also because my parents gave so many Yagyas for me. And you have gifted me Yagyas yourself. Endless gratitude for that. What the yagya can do for me when you give me your yagya, I cannot do for me. So gift yourself yagyas. It doesn't have to be your birthday. Give your, so that the yagya can burn whatever is not needed in you. Like you see, I have created these 3 months of abundance. It has to do again with Mahalakshmi. Welcome, embrace abundance in your life. Let me show you a little bit about Lakshmi. Maybe Harriet could teach with me. Let's look at these different Lakshmis. Where are they now? They are inside of you. All the Lakshmis are inside of you. You were not born without Lakshmi. Now in the West, the church has brought to you a poverty consciousness. You have to be poor if you are in a church. One day, maybe we'll do that together. One day, come to Pondicherry with me at Christmas time. Every single lady wear ornated saris, more than the one I'm wearing. Ornated in the hair, the gold in our hair with flowers, long, long, gorgeous flowers for Christmas, to honor the Christ within us, to honor the divine money with mother within us. Did I say money? Did you hear this? So the abundance energy is active. Say something, Harriet. Please come and teach with me.
I would love to, Ma. Om JJ Sai Maa, everyone. Well, Ma, when you asked me, when you shared with me about the 8 Lakshmis, I was like, 8 Lakshmis? There's 1 Lakshmi, right? I had no awareness really. And as I began to research and look at it, the richness, the abundance of Lakshmi, yeah? And the abundance, you know, because we think abundance often in the West, mostly like money, wealth, right? Financial wealth. We often
money, yes.
Yeah, money. That's abundance. And when I was studying the other Lakshmis, I became present to, you know, the abundance of love. I've been so lately present to the abundance of love in my life, the abundance of being cared for in my life. Everywhere I go, I'm aware of the kindness of people, the abundance of kindness. And I used to be aware of the abundance of kind of stupidity in people, but suddenly I'm aware of the kindness and the love, yeah, and the abundance of knowledge. And I just feel like I'm living in a cloud of abundance. And it really came from reading about the different Lakshmis and all the different aspects of abundance. And abundance is my birthright. It is who I am. Ma had said that, but I'm actually starting to realize that. Yeah, I don't have to go out and look for it. Yeah, I don't have to go out and find it. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's like there. It like comes. It arises. And it's a kind of for me, who was raised very much, by the way, in a scarcity mindset, yeah, by my parents. It's really transformational for me, you know. And I'm now making choices and decisions that were always based on a scarcity mindset. I realize, and they no longer are. They're based on what serves me, what my intuition tells me, you know. So I just think it's so freeing to be able to
freeing. That's it. And somehow you have to be humble to welcome this abundance, to embrace it.
Yeah. It's. I feel, you know, truly blessed. You know, is the word that always comes to me. You know, that I'm blessed with abundance. You know.
The abundance of love.
Yes.
Thank you, Harriet.
You're
so
welcome.
again, I'm telling you here, reset yourself, reboot yourself, reorganize your system, reorganize even your thoughts and feelings. Why? Because you have to move from an old one to a new one. It's all you, but you have to move from old to new. Because everything that you know is going to collapse. I mean, everything from educational system to financial system, economy, everything. Everything is collapsing. This has already started. So you cannot, let's say you have a house and you have the idea of creating a new house on the same land. You have to take everything out, including the foundation, because you may build a higher building this time. So the foundation of the old building is not valid. So move into the new you consciously. Don't wait for it to happen randomly, because this is when you may feel it's a struggle, it hurts, it's painful. Whereas when you start to create, the reset yourself, you're going to experience the comfort, the joy, and it will bubble in you when you, like champagne, you know, and for no reason. You're by yourself and you have this ecstasy because you have started consciously to create yourself in the new you, as the new you. And the more you do this, the more you will attract vibration from all the different gangs of the same place, meaning higher realities. I have said over and over, do not ever manage to heal duality. No gurus has been able to heal duality, whether it's Jesus, whether it's Mahavatar Babaji, whether it's myself, and no gurus have been able to heal duality. What will heal it is the shift of our consciousness. So you, by yourself, you cannot heal duality. So come out of it as if it was, imagine you had a sort of balloon or circle around you, and you step out of it. Like the how do you call this? You know, the thing that we put around our waist when we are children. When you're young, we play that hula hoop or something like this. You imagine this is around you and you come out of it. And you step into the new world, the new you, the new of you that you are creating. You are taking ownership of your thought forms, thought patterns, your minds, your feelings, your emotion, your subtle bodies, your cells, your DNA. You are taking ownership. You're not living life by default. You are living life the way you wish to see it and the way you wish to see the planet, by design. I repeat, live and create your life expression by design, with the awareness of your cellular structure, of your quantum DNA, creating a quantum leap into your conscious evolution. Prepare yourself into your conscious evolution. Move into that integrity within you. This quantum leap for integration within you. Go beyond that small little mind who tricks your perception. You have phenomenal perception inside of you, waiting to be awakened. This magnificent perception. So go beyond that. Go beyond your limited beliefs. Your limited belief. Shift. Go to the infinite essence of life. I'm with you. You have your gang with yourself. They bless me. Why do they bless me? Because they see your evolution. They love me. Why do they love me? Because the essence of you is love. So every human, the human system called human being. Be. You are to become that. So you can move into beingness, into being. It's magical. Life. Imagine that you live your everyday life as the blue sky. I have taught on that blue sky. You can see the clouds are there, but you do not become the clouds. You can see it, and from the blue sky, you can pour blessings on the clouds. Pour blessings on your personality. As the essence, you have the knowledge, the wisdom, the power, the love to bless every other aspect of you. Meaning you are to move from human doer to human being. This is the way you'll be able to learn to transcend the reactional aspect of you, to transcend the mind, the patterns, everything, the thoughts, the feelings, transcend. So while you start to transcend, you move from becoming to being. Becoming is the preparation of your field, of the new you, of the new aspect of you, because your physicality is going to change as well. So move into the transcendent you, in the transforming you, in the highest part of you, so it doesn't hit you randomly, because then it will be harder. Welcome you. Welcome the new you. Start to even imagine how is the new you. In the power in your minds, I gave to you the knowledge, activate it in you regularly, actually. In Journey Profound Healing, you saw you as a new being. Where is it today? Come out of limited beliefs. Come out of limited habits. Come out of it. Enter the new aspect of you. Enter the glory of you. Welcome the energy of the glory of you. Welcome the presence of the glory of you. Welcome. You cannot move into new life without new feelings. You cannot move into new life without new thoughts. You cannot move into new life without new energies. It's impossible. You remember when we in different workshop or Journey Profound Healing, we have you, we have your soul, and I say to you, what is in between? Dissolve whatever is in between your soul and you, your higher self and you, your multidimensional self and you, your source and you. Dissolve that. How? By grabbing it, no judgment, just grab it, hold it, place it into the chamber of your heart. Anything that comes up, take it lovingly, just place it here. You don't even have to think or say anything. So again, when you know a new life is coming for you, you will live way longer than you even thought of. So for that, you have to build the foundation, a solid platform of higher qualities, higher attributes. And then it will support you. And when we see you create that platform, guess what we wish to do? Just run to you, come to you, and support you for building your platform. And we love it. We love it. We love serving you. So new life, new feelings, new thoughts, thus new action. Take action as masters will take action. show to yourself, to your personality, you're ready for the next level. You're ready to be scaled up, skills up, upgrade yourself. You upgrade your phone, yes? What about you? You're so eager being in line in a shop to get the next step, the next upgraded phone, because you're going to have better quality pictures. What about you? Do you ever think of upgrading yourself? I see your smile. I love it. But don't take what I'm saying just as information. Put it into practice. Show me you heard me. Show me you are with me. Show me we're on the path together. Just don't take what I say as information. Then I will stop everything. I'm not interested to just give you information, because your soul knows everything. So recreate your energy. Reset everything. You are a magnificent being. Yes, you're in a culture where you are not educated about this beautiful being that you are. Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael. I love you. Je vous aime, Michael. Je vous aime. Yes, I hear you. Yes. Do you have a question, Michael? Est-ce que vous avez une question pour moi? So again, what do we have to do? We have to go in our heart. There is such purity in our heart. There's such innocence in our heart. I'm asking you, I'm requesting you, every now and then in your day, dare to be an infant. Dare to be with that big heart, that big love for the world, for humanity, for all creation, for all animals, for every living creature, with that purity, that innocence. And then you build that coherence in your heart. Build it. Build that strong foundation of your heart and your brain. Because then what happens when you're in coherence and centered, we come to you. You're different you in all these different universe where the reality come to you. This multiverse of energy comes to you. This multidimensional being that you are expands and come to you. Your interstellar DNA is more active. It's more active. Let me show you something. Let's look at your interstellar DNA slide come to surface. So you are source. Source is inside of you. You are source. And in you, there is the chemistry DNA, but there's also this quantum DNA, which carries source. It carries everything from source, from the moment you left source to be into another reality or to come to earth. Because earth has not always existed, it was created. And here you are. One day we came to you and say, you know what? There's going to be a new lounge. For those who travel, you get that. A new lounge, a VIP lounge, a spectacular lounge for you to enjoy and play. Oh, I'm going. You said that, I'm going. So you came first time on this planet as a being of light. And then whatever you thought, whatever you experienced, the energy started to go down. You who comes from the stars, you who are star beings, become more aware of what I'm saying to you today. I do not know when I'll give you a speech, a discourse as such again. Everything is in it today for you to listen over and over and over again, mostly with these 3 months that you just had of enlighten you, and 3 months of this abundance at all levels, whether it's wisdom, whether it's knowledge, whether it's embrace the abundance. It's all inside of you, dormant. You don't want to leave this planet with all this energy dormant in you, do you? Yes, no? Ah, thank you. So you are, each one of you, you are this magnificent, glorious being of light. Enjoying may sometimes also suffer in that humanness, but the suffering doesn't come from the stars, or so the suffering comes from your creation. And I'm inviting you to stop creating incoherent energy, stop creating falsehood energy, stop creating ego energy, stop creating lower frequency energy. Stop. Start to create everything of higher frequency. All of it, whether you think of somebody, whether you see somebody, and it starts with not judging. So let's look at some of your DNA here. One day, you had only what is called mammal DNA. One day. But before that, you had light DNA, source DNA, consciousness at a high level DNA, but then was forgotten, put aside. And then the Pleiadians came 300, 500,000 years ago and placed that sparkle of light inside the DNA. Why the DNA? Because it goes everywhere in the body. So here you are, that sparkles coming. Bam. And it's still here today. Will not leave you now until you are enlightened, until you are ascended. Why? Because with that knowledge, you see, the Pleiadians one day were just like humans. And now they are all an enlightened society, they're an enlightened and ascended society and reality, dimension. So they are like your big sisters or big brothers or parents, if you prefer, to take you to the light. And inside of that, you have now a space in the DNA where everything you do is recorded. Why is it recorded? Because you can use it. Thus, the Akash. So this light that the Pleiadians place into you is in your Akash. So now let's move into the Akash remembrance. The Akash, yes. Let's move into the Akash. The remembrance of your Akash. There's power there. The light being consciousness is there. So go into your Akash anytime during the day, during the night. Make your life a meditation. Make of your everyday life, every breath, your meditation state. The unfortunate situation I see with most humans, they meditate. They have to go to work, so they leave the meditation there and they go to work. No. Grab the meditation in your field, in your consciousness, in your minds, in your emotions, in your thoughts, and carry it with you. That's what you are here for. To enjoy your life, to be what you've been since the beginning. This being of light. It is in you. It is in, yes, it is in you now as a human. Let me show you something. I think all of you know that when my first Congress in the US, when I came, that was like 40 years ago maybe, was a conference of mental broth, because he was speaking of fractals. And when I saw the first time the image of fractals, I said, I see that in me, and I see it everywhere sometimes. But I was not as I am today at that time. So I went to his conference. And the more he was showing what he has created, the more I could see the miniature in the huge, in the big. Look at it, the same patterns. Look carefully. It's exactly the same pattern. Micro, macro. It's exactly the same thing. So you are that, you are source, whether you're human, whether you are a light being, whether you're an ascended being, whether you're an enlightened being, whether you're an awakened being, whether you're an infant, an adult, a teenager, a young adult, you have source inside of you repeating itself over and over and over again. Are you enjoying that? So this is it. Now, the thing about source is it will not take in when the vibration is too low. Let's say you are full of resentment. You will not enter source. It's not possible. The veil will be there. Say, no, you can't go further. It's a veil. It's a consciousness veil. You cannot go there. So why, when I say it's a consciousness veil, it has frequencies in it. So if the frequency is down here, you cannot go through. Now you raise your frequency to your heart, you will be able to go through the veil instantly. So go beyond the veil together with me anytime you wish. If you honor or worship a saint or an ascended masters or a guru, anything, they go with you. We all go with you. We love when you cross the veil. We love it. It's like a treat. I won't say chocolate because Saint Germain doesn't like this, you know that. So it's a treat. It's a treat for me when I see you without a workshop, without a discourse. Oh, I'm watching, you're going through the veil and you're on the other side, and we all love it. We all welcome you on the other side. Yes, yes. So you see, that's life on the other side of the veil. There's you on the other side of the veil. There's you. You exist on the other side of the veil. The beauty is when you start moving on the other side of the veil, you bring with you every single time the Shakti, the light, the consciousness, the frequency, the vibration of the other side into this side in you, inside of you. You'll become healthier, you'll become more loving, more compassionate, you become a human being. Simple. So look at this and absorb it and be grateful to you. I'm asking you right now, be grateful to you. In the totality of you. Be grateful to your humanness. As without that humanness, you will not ever know what it is to be awakened, what it is to be enlightened, what it is to ascend in your consciousness. Be so grateful. Step into you and be in integrity with your higher self, with your soul. And with all these new energies, develop a deep intuition. Your intuition is the key in the coming years, in the coming centuries, because there will be bilocation, teleportation, telepathy. So start really entering your intuition. Nourish, nurture your intuition. There'll be when you are into your intuition as such, there will be a sweetness, there will be a tenderness, there will be a power, all melding together to create a higher quality of consciousness. Everything is consciousness. But where I'm taking you is source consciousness, ascended consciousness. And then you build your consciousness to be together with collective consciousness. So imagine how much we can play with each other, this playfulness. When the meld between the humanness and the soul self, the atmic self, the higher self, the ascended self, you have around you an ascended subtle body. You have a crystalline body around you. We worked so much in that when we were in Japan. Maybe not the last one in Japan, but maybe the one after. Your crystalline body. And then when you laugh, you cannot think. Have you noticed that? You cannot think when you laugh. Laugh more and more, create little groups among you. And satsang, sat, truth, sang, gathering. Your sangha. Create a sangha where you laugh, where you play with each other, where you really do everything for your energy to be lighter and lighter and lighter. When you laugh, you cannot think. And this is a moment for higher energy to enter your field. Let's look at how the body can turn into light. So prepare yourself, close your eyes first, and be still for a moment. Open your hands so that the palms of your hands are free. I'm going to bring energy into your hands through your crown chakra. And I'm going to bring through your crown chakra this huge light for the whole body. And like a beam of light, fermez vos yeux, Marie-France. And a beam of light will enter one hand, and a beam of light will enter the other hand. Imagine the brightest light, the brightest kindness, the brightest compassion. That there's so much compassion in you, your heart is becoming an enlightened heart, that human side of the heart. That you become a Tara of compassion, a goddess of compassion, a bodhisattva, a Buddha of compassion. There are thousands of Buddhas. Invite the Buddhas into your life. There are hundreds and hundreds of Mother Divine. Welcome the Mother Divine in your heart, in your life. Shiva who dissolved everything, every tiny particles of something that you don't need anymore in your life. Welcome Shiva. Welcome Vishnu. Welcome the Trinity. Vishnu who sustain what you create. And receive the blessings of knowledge. Inhale through your nose strongly, hold it, exhale. And now do this on your own rhythm, but in a fast pace. Fast, strong, intense, just for a few seconds. Do several of those breathing. In the meantime, I'm going to activate the coherence between your heart and your brain and your antakarana, this tube of light above you, to illuminate your corpus callosum. Keep breathing strongly, intensely, fast, fast. You take too long in your exhale. It's too long exhale, too long inhale also. Go there. Some pranayama also, but hold the breath a few seconds, because in that holding is the state of enlightenment. In that holding is the state of source. In that holding is the state of nothingness and fullness. Grab the energy between your hands, create something, create a shape, a form. It's full of very elevated energy, a round, a oval, a beam, a sword of light, anything you can create. Use your hands physically, create. Now project, close your eyes, Anne-Marie. Project from your pineal gland, from inside of your brain, anything you wish with any color, and project it in between your hands. Use your hands while your hand is holding your chin. Use it. Make it longer or more concentrated. Close your eyes so you're not distracted by your senses. Play with that sphere of energy or that sphere of light or the oval or anything, create. And now take it when you're ready. You can make it the size you wish. Now, the bigger you make it, a little too fast and a little too fast. Don't dilute it too fast. Slower and slower. Yes, slower. When it's slow, you can feel the magnetic field in it. And then if you wish to concentrate it, bring the hands closer so it becomes a strong, powerful, with the magnetic energy, with what you project in it. And then place it wherever you wish, whether it's above you, in your field, in your subtle bodies, or in a cell, or in an organ, or in the heart, anywhere. And watch it nearly like mercury. It just spreads slowly. Welcome your guides. You have guides, since you know how I work. You have guides from different expression of life. Welcome them. Give them some love. Thank them, be grateful to them. They all seek for your best. They have served you. They're serving you this very moment. Offer gratitude. They love you today as they've loved you, even if you turn your back from them. Their love doesn't change. Yes, you have been on the path, not always, every now and then your guides came to serve you, but then you got distracted and you left. They are here right now. Welcome them, embrace them even if you could. Thank them. Offer love. Yes, yes, yes. And you may feel your auric field is larger right now. And I pour into your auric field ascended consciousness energy, Shakti. Shabbat Shalom. The Shekhinah is here, loving you, blessing you, activating purity in you. Open your eyes and stay in that state. And I'm thanking all the gurus who have come on this planet since the beginning of time, because without them, I could not take you where I'm taking you in such a short period of time. So I'm very grateful to all the gurus. Thank you. Let us look at something now. I'd like to show you how you transform yourself into light. Visualize you in that image that you see. See yourself standing in it, superimpose this image on you. And look and absorb, breathe it in. Thank you. The breath of light, the breath of source. And I said to you yesterday, your chakras are colored chakras because the Elohim has different beams of light, rays of light, different colors. When that supreme moment of full enlightenment, all the chakras turn into light. Into light. All the qualities are of light because on the other side of the veil, they are completely light. Yes. Light. Light consciousness, light presence, light power, light life, light. 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 Maybe the discourse is coming to an end now. I have no idea whether it's possible or not. I know you've enjoyed the chant yesterday. Would you like to chant for 5 minutes, for 7 minutes? Yes? 7 minutes of the same chant of yesterday? Yes? All right, all right. So then I have to remember my little technology system here. I love you. I so love you. I so love you. Yes, yes, I can see. Gary is just bathing into it all like a showering of love. Yes. Yes. I'm very grateful you are alive, my love. Very grateful. You may hear a little sound because I have this beautiful earring gifted by one of you. Thank you. So bring your body straight, your spine straight, so that Kundalini can exist. We may hear a little gold sound, okay? Tevya, how are you, Tevya? How is it you're here? Tell me something, Tevya. So good to see you, my love. Somebody has to unmute. I think you may be unmuted already.
Om JJ Sai Maa, can Ma hear me?
Oh, yes.
Om JJ Sai Maa. So wonderful to be here. So much grace. An abundance of love and compassion and forgiveness and patience. Truth and wisdom.
Enjoy. Enjoy it all.
Be here with you, Ma.
And you know, as you've been my assistant, as an assistant, you receive all of it in you in a storage room. So it's easy to tap into it and use it now. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good to see you. Thank you. In the grace of your grace, in the grace of your love, in the grace of your light, welcome to the new you. Welcome. Om JJ Sai Maa. Om JJ Sai Maa.
Om JJ Sai Maa. Such bliss. And I can't wait to share with you what's next. My name is Triveni Das Maharaj. I'm the managing director of Sai Maa's company, Awaken Life. And I want to personally invite you to join Ma and I and our global community in just over 11 weeks for our Ignite Your Profound Life, a global unity gathering. This is the largest event of our year where we get to spend 4 days with Ma, igniting our profound life. Just feel into the expansion, the bliss you feel in this moment, and imagine that magnified with hundreds and hundreds of people from around the world doing this work together. And as a special thank you for spending this time and being in this bliss, can you feel how much Ma loves us? How committed Ma is to us? The depth of the knowledge that Ma is bringing out to us today? For me, it just comes over me in waves, and I know it's just going to get deeper and deeper when we reach that culminating point in December and then launch into a profound year next year. And so it's an ongoing way of saying, yes, thank you, come join us. If you register by the end of September, we'll have a special code for you to join us for this program. And if you have never done a program with us before, we have a really special rate of almost $400 off of our program, the Global Unity Gathering. So we're going to put up slides now that'll have the codes, it'll have a QR code. I invite you to bring out your phone, go to the website, check out this gathering and join us, take advantage of these opportunities. This is the best price available for the public right now, and it'll be available for you until the end of September. Say yes now and know that in that 12 weeks, not only will that work start now, it'll culminate in an extraordinary, extraordinary time together. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us around the world for this global address. with Ma. I invite us to take the teachings, the energy, the profound gift of Ma's incarnation embodiment for us and empower ourselves in our lives. Recreate our relationship with ourselves, with the planet, with our life, and go for it. Thank you for joining us with deep love and gratitude. Om Jai Sai Maa. I honor that divine light, that divine spark, the divine feminine within you and within me. Most blessed day, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to seeing you at our Ignite Your Profound Life, a global unity gathering. Om Jai Sai
Open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart. Open your